Ben, looking on that it was something you could have made an impact on, especially in late games against Hungary when it was level, just needed a goal to go through. You could have gone and made a difference.
Well, maybe football's football. I might have played a decent bit. I might have not got on the pitch at all. We're never going to know. It's all the what ifs, but I'd like to think I would have made a bit of a difference. Yeah.
Is that the thing that drives you on as a young player? That you've seen this squad get to major tournaments, and obviously it's a long way away, but you want to be part of that going forward.
Yeah, of course. I think it's a dream for any young lad growing up, especially in Scotland. I think everyone wants to be a footballer. I think everyone wants to pull that jersey on and hopefully go and get some big wins for us.
In terms of these games coming up, obviously we're just trying to work out 12 or 13 injuries to first team players. Does that give you an opportunity to make your mark on the squad over the next few games?
Yeah, of course. I think if I'm starting games or coming off the bench, that's not up to me. But whether I play 90 minutes or whether I play 5 minutes, I just need to go and leave it all out there.
And when you were included in the Euro squad, there was a great deal of excitement in the country, young talent coming through. Were you aware of that excitement, that atmosphere around you?
Only with like my family and like my mates and that. Like I try and not really look at that stuff because like it's all well and good when you've got all the hype and everyone's bigging you up, but it can be the same people that are smacking you down when you don't play well. So I don't take notice to the negatives or the positives.
You said it was gutting that you didn't make the squad. Who next to you was kind of supporting you at that time? Was it a big blow for such a young lad?
Yeah, obviously I went home after the Gibraltar game, just before the tournament. So I just went home and I spent a lot of time with my family. Just got back to training with my mate who had some time off as well. So it was good to be around people that I'm closest with just to help me take my mind off it.
What do you like watching the team on the TV? Are you a patient or impatient watcher?
Depends how the game's going. I think if we're 2-0 up, I'm a bit more composed. But if we're 1-0 down, I start shouting at a few of the lads and that. You know what I mean?
You obviously wing is your position, but how would you feel about playing through the middle if you were asked?
I'd be comfortable doing it. I mean, I think I'd offer us something a bit different. I played number 9 in the youth teams as well, so I think I'd be able to do a job that gives a bit something different to what we've already got. But again, it's not my decision whether I play there or not.
Okay, just going back to what you were saying there about you don't look at the kind of outside noise, the staff, people that put you up could knock you down. Do you feel that there's a lot of almost pressure on you already as a young player that you're at a big club, and especially being a forward, you've got a lot of pace, something that Scotland have been lacking for you. Do you feel that there is a lot of pressure on you, or is that something that you also just don't take notice of?
I mean, if I went out my way to go and look, I think early on when I first kind of started making appearances, I fell into that and started putting mostly a lot of pressure on myself because of what other people were saying. But like that doesn't help you, it doesn't help your team. So like it's easier to just close your mind off to it and not look and just like relax, just take it easy and go and enjoy your football.
I think this is the first chance we've had to speak to you since making your full international debut. Can you try and describe what that feeling was like for you?
Weirdly enough, it didn't really feel like anything because I came on where the team were in a losing position. All I wanted to do was just go and impact the game and get us back into it. And when it went 2-2, I think that was the first time in the game where I realised I was like wow, I'm playing for Scotland here and I've just been involved in the goal. But like when you're coming on and then when you ultimately at the end of the day you lose the game, it takes a bit of the feeling away. You just want to get on to the next game.
What were your friends and family like after?
Yeah, they were buzzing. My mum and dad were at the game. I think my mum started crying in the stand. Not sure, but yeah, they were really happy.
How important has Andy Robertson been for you, not only just in Scotland camps as well, but back down south at Liverpool? What's he been like for you?
Yeah, he's been a real important guy in the dressing room, on the pitch as well. He keeps you right on the pitch, and more importantly, he keeps you right off it. I think helps you settle in. It helps you integrate in with all like the more experienced lads. Gets you involved in like the banter and stuff. So yeah, he's been a really good guy for me.
Learning from another big name at Middlesbrough as well, and Michael Carrick. What have you learned from him so far?
just how to manage a game, and I think being at Middlesbrough in the Championship, the games can be a bit hectic, and in the 3 starts I've had, been a lot of running, a lot of defending, and I mean other people might disagree, but I feel like my defending at Middlesbrough has been a lot better than what it has been previously, in terms of positioning and being in the right place and being able to break out on the counter.
And how do you deal with the expectation?
Again, like, I don't really feel like there is any expectation, because like I don't take any notice. Like, the only times it really feels like a bit surreal is when like you're playing in the game and like you feel the crowd like getting up and getting a bit rowdy when you get on the ball. But then again, like, you don't notice it. Like, when you're on the pitch, like, you don't even notice the fans are there when you're on the ball.
Obviously a big decision for you when you made the decision to move down south. Do you think that, injury aside, that enhanced your chances of getting international recognition?
I wasn't really thinking about playing with Scotland at that point, to be honest. I felt like that was the right move for me at the time, to go down south and go and play and train at an elite level. Everyone knows how good that Liverpool squad has been and how they are doing currently, the top of the league, and so I didn't see any cons to going there.
Ben, how would you reflect on your journey in general over the last few years? I mean, obviously going down to Liverpool, playing in the first team, playing regularly in the Championship this season, and obviously making the breakthrough at international level. Has it gone quicker than you could have imagined a few years ago?
A few years ago, yeah, I didn't expect to be here at 18 and even getting picked for the 26-man squad in the Euros, especially the way the season went before it. I was just like, I missed the full second half of the season, but like it's just now it just feels like normal. Like it's just on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. So hopefully I can just keep doing well and keep getting into the right people's thoughts.
Ben Doak there, for a boy, Keith, who's still only 18, he talks brilliantly, doesn't he?
Well, that's why I thought it would be a good idea just to let that interview run, just so people could get a feel for him. And the thing that kind of screams out, the thing that I was really enjoying about watching it is how confident he is, how mature he is for 18. It's ridiculous.
That jumps
I mean,
out at you.
when he talks there about, you know, it's only when he was on the pitch and he realised that he's just helped set up a goal against Poland. He's thinking, wow, I'm playing for Scotland. And he talks about every boy in Scotland grows up wanting to play football and want to be a professional. He's got, do you know what he's got? He's got the common touch. And I don't think he's trying to find that. It's not, he's too young to even think about it. He just is what he is. And I really like it. And I get all this stuff, about, well, let's not, and he needs to protect himself from it. Getting overhyped and too much pressure put on young shoulders. And there is a responsibility in all of us to make sure that doesn't happen with McMessy. But there is something. There's something about the kid, and don't take it from me, as I've said previously. Take it from Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
When Jurgen Klopp had him at Liverpool, he didn't want to let him go out on loan. There was plenty of other kids, younger, older, all encouraged to go and go elsewhere and get some game time. Jurgen Klopp actually wanted him available, just in case there was any issues with Mo Salah. And I think he knew, and there's a really interesting conversation we had here, because I spoke with Graham Souness about Billy Gilmour, and Graham Souness was quite scathing about the decision that was made on Billy Gilmour's behalf for him to go to Norwich. He said he's wasting a very important year in his life here and his progression, because he's training every day with some of the best players in the world, and he'll learn more from those training sessions than he will do going to Norwich, going out on a Saturday afternoon, watching the ball fly back and forward above his head for 90 minutes, losing again, getting dragged into a relegation battle, feeling bad about himself, ultimately couldn't get a game with Norwich. The fans were turning on him. So Graham Souness's opinion was that, and he called it at the start, by the way, he called it at the start of that season, not at the end. he knew that was bad for Billy Gilmour's development. Thankfully, Billy Gilmour's recovered. And Ben Doak, Jurgen Klopp made a similar decision. He'll learn more training every day with Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robertson, Alexa McAllister, all these guys than he would do going out on loan. But there does come a point, and maybe Arne Slot is taking a different viewpoint, and he's taking the viewpoint, right, well, now he is ready to go and get some games. But you listen to the way the guy talks for a young lad, it seems to me that he's got his head screwed on. And do you know what? Let's not get overexcited. Let's not put the weight of the world on his shoulders. But let's sit back and enjoy what he might bring to the table, because there's certainly a talent there, and a guy like Jurgen Klopp can see it. Then I'm happy to go along with Jurgen on that.